About 3 years ago, I was working for a local council in Southampton, litter picker and working on a bins. I also had a family of two boys and a partner, and things didn't work out. She got the flat, kept the flat and the boys, and found someone else, and I was left out on the streets. I walked into a hostel down there in Southampton, a night shelter, and there's a poster on the wall saying about the big issue. So I went down and followed the poster up and got badged up in Southampton. That was 3 years ago. Shortly after I got badged up in Southampton, I couldn't stay in my hometown because the pain of splitting up and seeing the kids infrequently was doing my head in. So I came here to Cardiff, and I've been here more or less since. Big issue's been good for me because it's given me something to do, something to work, get up for and be alive for, because most of the time I've not claimed benefit. Negatives and any issue, yeah, you don't dwell on them. You get the occasional remark like get a proper job. Positives are people stop and say hello. You're making money. At the end of the day, on a very good day, you can be, relatively speaking, quite well off. Most days, you've got enough to keep by to make sure that your living standards, which are quite low, are reasonable. Conversing with people actually makes you, I think anyway, it makes me feel happier. Talking to people, whether it's just about the weather or about a football match, not doing the issue and being homeless, people don't stop and talk to you, they run away from you. The positives far outweigh the negatives. I'd recommend anybody to come and sell the issue for learning purposes and learn about people's reactions, the sales techniques of their fellow vendors, as well as their own morals, if you like, whilst trying to sell the magazines. You're doing something, you're not just sitting in a hostel watching a daytime TV or going to the local takeaway shop and getting a few cans and sitting in the park all day. You're actually going out there and trying to be positive rather than thinking and leaving the past behind, if you like. The issue does look forward, pushes you forward. My learning is street learning, life learning, but nothing on paper. I do know of a couple of vendors who, through the issue and through help with the issue, have gone on to become tradesmen through being able to work the issue and go on to a college course. There's one person here in Cardiff who's now a plumber. Qualified plumber, and that was mainly because they're allowed to, the issue helped them into doing that. Homeless people, they're just like everybody else. They have their problems. You might have a mortgage and be stressed out on the latest bank charge rises and things like that. That's something a homeless person is not likely to suffer from. But they have other problems like getting by, living from day to day, not being able to see the future because the future's so bleak where they are, from where they are. It would be nice to think that employers would take that into account. Homeless people are normal people, but their stresses and their problems are different, but they're still problems. And being employed, being given something to do, something constructive to do, something to wake up to get up and motivated for, and reward as well. Reward comes into it as well. That's what I'd mainly ask prospective employers. Don't look at don't look at the fact that the person's homeless. Look at the person for what they can do.